The talk is about Tears of Joy, and this is my latest book. And look, people say, how long does it take to write a book? Well, let me tell you, this book's taken 57 years. When I started writing it, it's probably only a couple of years, but the knowledge and the tears that have gone into this book, honestly, there's been tears of pain, there's been tears of frustration, there's been tears of sadness, there's been tears of heartbreak, but absolutely tears of joy have gone into writing this book. And as you can see, TEARS is an acronym which I'm going to share with you. The whole idea of Tears of Joy is simple. I mean, we've all experienced tears of joy. I'm sure every one of you have had some sort of more than one significant period in your life where something so meaningful, you either achieved something meaningful, something happened that was meaningful, so important to you that you cried. You cried tears of joy, right? Like, and how good are tears of joy? I mean, you watch, if you ever watch reality TV and you watch The Voice, you see tears of joy when people turn for them. You see tears of joy, if you're, any sporting team that wins a grand final, you will see tears of joy. When you have kids, or when your kids achieve something, you'll have tears of joy. Tears of joy are meaningful. And so my goal is that what I thought was, if I could create a process or help people to understand that creating tears of joy is not a random event, but something that we can all achieve and we can all experience if we follow this process. Now, to me, so success to me represents tears of joy. Now, I'm not here to tell you what success is. That's up to you. Success is different for every single one that's here right now. Success might be, at the moment, if we think about specifics, it might be about creating a health and well-being goal for yourself. Maybe you're struggling with your health, and that would be success. Want to regain health. It might be do something with your family and build a stronger family unit. It might be to save a certain amount of money so when we finally get out of lockdown, you can travel. Success might be achievement in your career. Success, I don't know. I'm not here to define success for you, but what I am here to tell you is success is not about talent. It's not about luck. It's not about education. It's not about background. It's not about circumstances. It's not about all the things that people like to blame for their lack of success. And I've done it. What I've learned is this. I'm sitting here in front of you saying to you, I am average. I'm average. I was an average to below average footballer. I was certainly a below average English student. Okay, so how does a below average footballer play professionally at the top level? How does a below average student in English become a best-selling author? Routine. That's all it is. It's creating the right routine. When you do the right things on a continual basis to the point where it becomes an unconscious habit, bang, success is predictable. I write books because I write every day, not because I'm good. I have an unconscious habit every single day. I will write a paragraph or two. That's it. But I do it every day. I don't miss a day. Every day I get up, my alarm goes off at 5 to 5:30 in the morning, and I rarely feel like getting up, but before I know it, I'm up and I'm running. I'm exercising. Why? Not because I love it, not because I want to, but because it's now become an unconscious habit. So the fact that at 57, I'm very proud of my well-being and my state of health, it's because of the habits, not genetics, not hormonal, the habits that I create. Routine is the only thing that will lead you to predictable and ongoing success. Okay, routine can only start with an action. We'll talk about an action. What moves us into action is a feeling. You know what it's like when you feel excited and inspired, and I hope during this talk or by the end of it, you're going to feel inspired, you're going to feel empowered, you're going to feel determined. And when you have those emotions, you know that when you feel motivated, you take action, right? Now, we also know that motivation never, ever, ever, ever lasts. There's no tablet you can take. There's no drink that you can take. Unfortunately, motivation is something that we can create by our thoughts, what we focus on. So when you focus on, if I use the example of playing footy, as an 11-year-old, my thought was, I'm going to be a football star. That was the thought. I didn't know how. I didn't know if I could. The thought was, I'm going to be a football star, and I closed my eyes and I visualized it. I visualized running through the banner. I visualized running out onto the ground. I heard the crowd. I felt the atmosphere. The emotion surged through my body to the point where I thought, wow, I want that. That got me moving. That day, I didn't wait. I didn't go, well, I'm just going to wait until I feel motivated. No, that day I said, I'm going to get started on this journey. And each day I visualized, and I kept myself to the point where I'd created a routine of exercise, of training, of improving to the point where I played my very first senior game of footy way back in 1983. Some of you don't even know 1983. There was a time, check your history books, 1983, I played my first, at 17, I think it was 17, 18, I don't know. It was a long time ago. It was a bit, almost 40 years ago. So, here it is. People think success is like talent, ability, circumstances, knowledge. It's not. It's what we focus on. It's all about our thoughts. It's about our beliefs. It's about our perspective. It's what we spend our time thinking about. And you will know when you wake up in the morning. Here's the indicator. When you wake up in the morning, let me ask you, give me a hand up or a raise. Do you feel excited about a new day? Do you feel, are you like, yay, I cannot wait for this day because something amazing is going to happen? Or do you feel anxious? Do you feel stressed? Do you want to hit the snooze button? Because let me tell you, that emotion that you're experiencing when you wake up in the morning is based on where your thoughts are. Yeah. Now, here's the good news. We get to choose what we focus on. Now, often thoughts will come into our mind. Often someone will say something, something will happen. We get, and we'll have a thought, but and often that's out of our control. But what is in our control is what we choose to focus on and what we choose to get rid of. So here's the good news: you're in control of your thoughts, which means you get to, in a large percentage of cases, you can create the emotion that will move you into action to get the routine to create the success.